All right, so welcome again. So basically, this year is the World Cup Qualifiers Campaign. In totality, the entirety of the campaign, we're going to run through every single thing. So if you're here tonight, I would implore you to get some water, get your popcorns, get your snacks, because this year might be a long one. I'm already informing you guys that this year might be an extremely long one. So get out your snacks, get out all the necessary stuff that you might need, because we're looking to go at it tonight. We're going to dissect Tupper Whitmore sacking, behind the scenes, Tupper Whitmore sacking, the contract issues with Tupper Whitmore, players issues. The players who revolted, this is when Tupper was about to be sacked. Players who didn't want Tupper to be sacked. The first game, the Panama game, the thrill that we got. What happened? The World Cup is over, and we are going to divulge it, every single bit of it. We will. This is going to be a long one. This is going to be a long one. This is from the first World Cup qualifiers game that we played. Team selection, players availability, we will be getting into all of that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to drop the link as early as possible so you guys can come on to the show and join the discussion this time around. I will also put up the call-in number so you guys can also call in and join the show, because this year is a big talking point. We're going to discuss all of this because we need to close off the World Cup Qualifiers campaign so we can continue on. As Guna 4 Live said, let's move on. Reggae Girls play next week. Or about featuring them. They will be featured. We have to close off. This is not how football is. We're just jump from one thing to the next. No, you have to have some form of organized. It has to be organized. There's some level of continuity. There's some level of structure. There must be some level of structure. Can you imagine? Today I'm speaking about Reggae Boyz. Tomorrow I'm speaking about Reggae Girls. Later I'm speaking about Arsenal. Later I'm speaking about Chelsea. Or I'm speaking about Manchester United, Europa League. No, there has to be some structure. So we can't be all over the place. Let us complete the World Cup qualifiers. It is not over. Let's complete it. Let's discuss it. This is the overall show of what happened. So I know you don't want to hear about the Reggae Boyz. I know you don't. But that's how it is. Big up Morgan Dwayne. Massive respect. As I said, I'm going to drop the link as early as possible, because we're going to run through all the discussions. We're going to go through every single bit of it. We will go through every bit of it. We have games coming up as well for the Reggae Girls, as Guna for Life alluded to. We have games coming up for the Reggae Girls also. I'm trying to see how. Okay, good. It is live. It is definitely live. So, where should we start? Let's start off by you guys smashing that like button. Let's start off by you guys hitting that subscribe button if you're here for the first time. We will be getting to the details of everything. We definitely will cover all the aspects of it. Big up Storm Changer, big up Morgan Dwayne. Big up everyone who's coming in. Massive respect. Really appreciate you guys coming in. What I'm doing, I'm sharing the video right now, people, because I know most of you guys won't do it, so I have to do it myself. All right, so let's bring up the table, not necessarily table. Let's start off from game number 1. Let's start off from game number 1. We're going to look at the team lineup. We're going to also look at any particular issues that we face at that particular time. So let's get into it. Let us get straight into it. So as I said, I dropped the link. You guys can come on. Definitely, as I said, it will be a really, really good show. This is going to be an interesting one, a really, really interesting one. There's a reason why I'm looking for a lot of support from this one. Really, really good, a good amount of support I'm looking for this one. As you can see, let me start off with the start of the campaign. We're going to start off with the start of the campaign. So this is where the campaign starts. This is the first game of the World Cup Qualifiers Campaign. Mexico versus Jamaica. This is when we traveled to Mexico. This was when we traveled to Mexico, folks. All right, so let me minimize myself and enlarge the screen. So this is the first game. I can remember clearly what happened with this game. We had a few of the players who stayed back. We have some of the Reggae Boyz who stayed back. At this point in time, we still have the restrictions due to the pandemic. So some of the guys had to stay back while some could travel. Some of the UK players, because of the quarantine issues and all those aspects, deterred this starting 11. Those aspects were a big impact on this starting 11. So this is the squad that we started off with. We lost this game, and I do think that we really made a strong account for ourselves in this game. We made a good account for ourselves in this game. We were looking at a draw, actually. We could have gotten a draw. We definitely could have gotten a draw, but we didn't get it. Didn't get it at all. Big up Ayas Abde. Massive respect, bro. What is happening here? Big up, bro. Thanks for coming in. All right, so let's start it off. So we have in goal, we have Andre Blake, Kemar Tax Lawrence, Adrian Mariappa, Damian Lowe, Alvas Powell, Norman Campbell onto the left-hand side, Anthony Grant, Speedy alongside Anthony Grant, Corber, Romario Williams, Shamar Nicholson. And it's so fun that we see so many of these names I didn't even remember. I honestly did not remember some of these players played in this game. I didn't even remember that some of these players even represented us during this World Cup Qualifiers campaign. Romario Williams and Norman Campbell. I believe that this is one of their only appearances throughout the campaign. And I think they made about 2 appearances throughout the campaign. So it goes to show that's how far we are coming from. That is how far we are coming from. I do apologize for that. That is how far we are coming from. So we have players in the campaign. At the beginning of the campaign, we didn't see any of them at all. And no, surprisingly. But anyways, we lost that game 2-1, in which we scored. We remember in the last minute where Tapa Whitmore took off Anthony Grant at the 87th minute, where seconds later after that, Mexico scored the winner and won the game 2-1. Sherman Nicholson was the one who got us equalizer. We're all arguing why we took off Anthony Grant. What was the reason for taking off Anthony Grant? But we didn't get any solid answer to that. We got information that Anthony Grant was the one who wanted to come off, but I'm still questioning that one. Definitely, I still question. But from that point, so what I'm going to do, people, I'm going to amass all these games and the issues that we have and see how much points we could have gotten. So the first, we're going to see how much points we could have gotten. So I'm going to do my calculations. That game should have been a draw. So it was Mexico 2, Jamaica 1, in which you could have gotten a draw from it. We could have gotten 1 point from that one. I honestly believe so. Big up King Jav. Yeah, King Jav said we could have gotten a draw from that. We could have gotten a point from that one. So I'm gonna unmark some points. So the teams that really beat us, I won't play that one, but all the games that we could have gotten if we have done the right thing, I'm gonna do it according to that. So we could have gotten a 1 point from Mexico there, but guess what? We dropped the ball, we fumbled the bag. We fumbled the bag big time. So this is how the start of the campaign. Next game, we face off Panama. We face Panama in Jamaica. And as you know, this was behind the closed door. This was a behind closed door game. So much questions again to be asked about this game. Remember that we had some players who could have played. So in the first game, we could have had Mikel Antonio, we could have had Ravel Morrison, Bobby Reed, Ethan Pinnock, Adrian Mariappa. But we have to remember that these guys could not have traveled to Mexico due to the quarantine issues. Traveling to Mexico at that particular time would have required these guys to have quarantined over time period. But so we actually went with a strong squad of local contingent. Well, more so the core players to that game. Now, this game was the second game we played against Panama, in which many people are still speaking about this game up until this day. A lot of people are speaking about this game up until this day. Now, two different teams in the space of 3 days. Two different teams in the space of 3 days managed play these games. So it's a wholesale change was made to the squad previously from the Mexico game. We saw the inclusion of Ethan Pinnock, Bobby Reed, Ravel Morrison, Daniel Johnson, Mikel Antonio. Let's go again. Ethan Pinnock, Mariappa, Bobby Reed, Ravel Morrison, Daniel Johnson, and Mikel Antonio. So that's 6 players included in that squad. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. This is the wrong one. I should have known because I remember that 3-0 that we got was actually we got a 3-0 the next game. Good. Where the wholesale changes are made. My bad, people. But I knew that we lost 3-0. I was looking at the wrong one. I was counting them like someone is missing. That's what I was saying to myself. Someone is missing from that. King Jav said that game should have been that Mexico game should have been a draw. And the Panama game was a catastrophe. Outplayed for sure, 0 points, even if we got that one. No, definitely. So that game was Jamaica 0, Panama 3. At this point in time, we honestly believe that a lot of people are saying that Panama will make it based on how they were playing. They were playing really good, and many people were saying that this Panamanian team will have made it to the World Cup. And look at how the tables would have turned. Definitely, without a doubt, that would have been 0 points for us. Pure madness. This game was a game of pure madness. Big up at Chile. Up. This game was a game of pure madness. So let's look at this team now. We have Wes Hardin 1, Liam Moore 2, Ethan Pinnock 3, Kemaru 4, Daniel Johnson 5, Ravel Morrison 6, Bobby Reed 7, Mikel Antonio 8. So we had 8 changes to the squad. These players have 90% of these players have never played together before. This is their first time playing together. And if you ask anyone, and I mean anyone, at this point in time, if we had used this team in specific throughout the entirety of the campaign, I 100% believe that would have finished the campaign a lot stronger, because we would have had better players who have gelled throughout the entirety of the campaign. But this wholesale change that made to this team was atrocious. It was on the coming of a coach, the national team coach. Pure propaganda, pure politics. I don't know what happened in this game. Panama 3, Jamaica 0. Pure stupidness, pure foolishness. Mickey, on camera, we have the coach, national coach, saying that was saying that this team is not about the star player, the big name player, when because of Mikel Antonio, and that didn't went down with the fan base. The national coach also coming out and saying that when you give Ravel Marson an inch, you will take a mile or take a yard, and all these aspects. You have so much issues surrounding this game in particular, politics, problems, coaching aspect, players. I just don't know what happened in this game. When you look at the team, we weren't cohesive. We didn't look like we know how to play football together. We were so out of depth with this game in particular. Major problem with this game. We have so much talented players on the pitch, but they could not even make 2 or 3 passes together. They didn't know what they were doing. They didn't understand what to. There was no plan, no strategy. What we do without the ball? What we do when they have the ball? Nothing of that sort. The players were lost, totally lost. Please, guys, don't forget to smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, people. And I honestly believe that we couldn't have gotten any points from this game. So that is a 0 for us. That's there, I believe, is a coaching aspect. So first game is coaching. Second game, also coaching. Shane said, actually said, I still don't understand how this happened. Shane said, I think the team in Panama game was forced on Tapa. Well, I don't know. Foreign Spider said, as a coach, you have to have the players' confidence. Tapa didn't even want to talk to some players, 100%. And he came out publicly and said that Paul Hall was the one who dealt with these players. And I don't understand that. Why is that there is a segregation in the team, and you publicly coming out and saying that, adding more fuel to the fire? And that there is a situation with that game. And I know most people will be 100% upset about that one. I would be. Everyone was really upset about that one. And it is definitely I believe that it's worthy. It's worth the fan outlash and everything, because that was 3 points. That was just stupid, and we just threw away the points. We just literally threw away all the points in that game. We threw away every single point in that game. All right, so let's move on now to the next game, people. Let's move on to the next game. We can't bicker about that game for too long. We definitely can't bicker about that game for too long. Let's move on to the next game. But there was so much issues surrounding that. So I think that has to do with coaching and the JFF. That game has to do with coaching and the JFF. Now let's move to the next game. So that's 2 L's already. We have all throughout the campaign. We face up against Costa Rica. We drew 1-1. This is when we went down to Costa Rica. We drew that game. Now let me see. Who scored this one? This was Sherman Nicholson near post goalie. Yes, I think it was the header. This was Sherman Nicholson's header. I won't say that we play better than Costa Rica, but this was a balanced game. This was more so a balanced game. A game that we could have definitely got some points from. We created a few chances in this game, and I honestly believe that we could have gotten something from this game. We could have 100% gotten something from this game. Actually said, so if Tapa don't talk to the players halftime, halftime talk must be awkward. True. That's so true. Actually said, that's why we always come second half and get scored on. Yeah, we don't know what to do. There's no plan, no strategy. All right, so this is here. So we have Kemal Lawrence, Damon Lowe, Adrian Mariappa, Alvas Powell, Anthony Grant again, now featured in this one. Or remember that he didn't play in the Panama game, and he played so well in the Mexico game, and we didn't see in the Panama game. But guess what? He's back for this third game now. We have Junior Flemings on the left, Tyree McGee attacking third, and now we have Corberg and Sherman Nicholson. So far, there's only 4 players who have been consistent. Corberg, Speedy, Kemar Lawrence. Oh, there's a few. Damian Lowe, Andre Blake. So there's actually 5 players who have been consistent. And there's a lot of additions, players coming in, players going out. Now, this Costa Rica game, we created so much chances, we didn't finish them. I think this was the game that Barbary got a clear. Was it this? I believe this is the game that Barbary got a really, really good opportunity and didn't make chance and make anything of it. Was it this game? I think Barbary came on. No, it's not. It's not. Barbary didn't travel. What happened in this game? Was it Kemar Taxalarian's paperwork was not sorted out and players had to stay at the airport and arrive in the camp a bit late? But I do know that there was certain things. There was something around this aspect. King Job said, if we had our best team in Costa Rica, I see a win. But it was an improvement from the Panama game. Tapa was getting it right in this one. It was an improvement. And we created a few chances in this game. We could have gotten something out of this game. And can you imagine? This now is Costa Rica going through. So Costa Rica 1, Jamaica 1. There's Costa Rica 1, Jamaica 1. We only got 1 point from that one. So out of 3 games, possible 6 points, we have walked away with 3. If things would have went as I would. So basically what I'm doing, people, I'm trying to amass the amount of pointings we would have gotten if things would have went in favor of us. Just if. But more so what I like the issues that we face during this same time period. All right, so let's go. And I do believe that we could have won this game. We got our fair chance. We actually created more big chances than Costa Rica, but we didn't put them away. Let's move to the next game now, people. We're going to move to the next game. We will move to the next game. So this year now is the next set of call-up. We have this year this is the third. No, this is the second window. First game was USA versus Jamaica. Now this was our first time playing USA so far during this campaign. Let's track back now. Let's track back in how this game went on. We have USA versus Jamaica in this game. Most people will remember that we started off the game quite well. Eye pressing. We had intent. We knew what to do. The problem is that we didn't have a fit team. We started off with the eye press, forcing USA with some errors, creating some early chances, trying our best to get ourselves involved in this game. USA had the home advantage. Let me see. I need to write it. Siobhan Given said, brother, it's bad game management, substitution and paperwork mismanagement, mash up. There were some clear draw and win, also corruption was involved. So that's what we're doing, Siobhan. We're running through some of these and see how these aspects affected it. So for the Costa Rica game, for the first game, which was against Mexico, that we lost the 3 points due to coaching, or the 1 point due to coaching. Jamaica versus Panama, where we got slapped 3-0, that was coaching and also the administration. And then now the last game, Costa Rica versus Jamaica, that I put that one on the players. They didn't convert their chances that they got, and we played okay in that one. Now the next aspect is actually this one that we're looking at right now, which is the USA. We lost that one 2-0. Was it USA 2? Yeah, we lost at 2-0. USA 2, Jamaica 0. We lost that one, USA 2, Jamaica 0. I do think that some of the man management aspect was a problem. Now, in this game, let's look at it now. We have Kemar Tax Lawrence, Adrian Mariappa. Damian Lowe, Alva Sport. So we have the same back line so far, which is a good level of consistency. We have Andre Blake in goal. In the midfield, we still have Speedy Williams, who is also a consistent player. Now we have Javon Watson in this one. Now, the problem is that I think the coach has to take some part in regards to man management. In this game particularly, Javon Watson, you can see that he was fatigued from about 30 minutes out. He was extremely tired in this game. Over on the right-hand side, we have Bobby Reed, Terry McGee in the attacking midfield position. We have Jamal Lowe over to the left-hand side, who played quite well, and Shaman Nicholson leading the line. Tariq McGee came to life in this game, but one of the goals that we conceded was a poor defensive work from Tariq McGee, and we have to also look at that. NVM said, ICAK said, I still can't believe Tapa had Ravel rotting on the bench. yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. So in this game, we had a few players. We had Javon East on the bench, Junior Flemings coming on, Kemar Roof as well, Andre Gray, Jamal Tope there, Javian Brown coming on, O'Neal Fisher, Dylan Barnes, and Jaden White on the bench. So we had some firepower on the bench. Most of the players who came on didn't really came on and made any level of impact. And we lost that game purely so. We got beaten by the better team, I would say, even though we had a good start. So we got 0 points from that one, in which was quite a disgraceful defeat, despite us starting that game quite impressive. Run out of steam early, I would say. We ran out of steam early. So the next game now in this set of games, this is the first, this is the second. The second game, people, we have Canada versus Jamaica. This is when Canada came to Jamaica. Now, I also have an issue with this one. Teddy Lee said Ravel couldn't play in the USA. No, not that. No, we have seen quite a few games that Ravel didn't play. Ravel was on the bench, Teddy Lee. So we have now Jamaica 0, Canada 0. So this is where the issues came out. Players, how could I put this one? Teddy Lee said we were expected to get a point in the USA. No, we weren't. But we started off quite good. I write it here on my docket that we got beaten by the better team. Now this is the game against Canada. We have a same formation, 4-4-2. A formation that we have seen quite often, 4-4-2. Starting up front, we have Kemar Roof, Shaman Nicholson, Junior Flemings, Javon Watson, Anthony Grant, 2 central defensive midfielder. We have Bobby Reed over to the right-hand side. Right back, we have O'Neal Fisher, Alvas Spoil, and Adrian Mariappa, Kemar Tax Lawrence over to the left-hand side. So Alvas and Mariappa was playing alongside each other. When the change was made, I think Javon Watson moved into the defensive central zone, and we brought on, I think it was Speedy in the central area. Javon East came on as well, and also Jamal Lowe. Surprisingly, we had Jamal Tope on the bench, and we started off with Alva Spoil there. Surprisingly. Really surprisingly. I do think that we could have gotten something from this game. Telly said Canada was expected to beat us in Jamaica, according to many. Yes, according to many, even myself, because Canada do have a good team, and that the Canada team would have actually overthrown us. So I do believe that was a good result. I would say that was a good result. In that aspect, I would definitely say that was a good result. So over the 2 games, out of 6 points, we only amassed 1. Which in many, I would say, is not good enough. But that is football. Pretty much a good game. Let us move now to the next game. That we got a point from that, so we can't really say much about that. Let's move now to the next game. Okay, we're in the next year. We have Honduras versus Jamaica. In Honduras. Give me a second, people. Give me a second, people. Good. So I'm back. I am back. So we registered. We now registered our first win on the board. We now registered our first win on the board in the World Cup Qualifiers campaign. Surprisingly, our first win and also the only team we have defeated so far in the campaign. First win and also last win of the campaign. Can you imagine? King Jab said, I didn't realize Maps played so many games. The Canada point is a good one for the previous gaffer. Give credit where it is due. It is just his negative football I hate. Yes, it was definitely. Teddy said I should put up the calling number. Let me see if I can find it, Banner. Oh, there's the calling number, Teddy. That there is the calling number. So this year, this was actually at the point, I believe this was the point where Tapa was coming under a lot of pressure. So we have now, starting off again, we have Kemar, Tax, Lawrence over the left-hand side, Damian Lowe, Javon wasn't start this game in the central defense, Adrian Mariappa as well. So we still have Mariappa. Mariappa has been a key feature throughout this World Cup Qualifiers campaign. Only Fisher on the right flank, Speedy Williams, Anthony Grant in the central zone, Junior Flemings on the left-hand side. Up front, leading line, we have Shamar Nicholson and Kemar Roof. That there is how we started out. We got a goal from Kemar Roof, Shamar Nicholson strike. I'm sure most of you guys remember that. Shamar Nicholson strike and Kemar Roof just deterred inside of the goal. Secondly, the next goal will have to be scored by O'Neal Fisher when Andre Gray hold up the ball and played across onto O'Neal Fisher in the channel where O'Neal Fisher would have just slotted it home as well. So far, most of the goals that we have scored, this was from Shamar Nicholson, Kemar Roof here. Let me write it down. Honduras 0, Jamaica 2. And I would definitely say that this was a good result. Good result for the gaffer as well, which was Tapa Whitmore. Good performance from the team. We weren't outplayed. We weren't dominated as well. And we played some football. So it goes to show that this team was quite poor. Play some football and we play like we want to play. Telly said, when you finish all the games, I'll call. Okay, no problem. No problem, Telly. People, as the guys come in, please guys remember to smash the like button and hit the subscribe button. Smash the like button, people. Hit the subscribe button. And also you can follow us on our socials. Follow us on Twitter at Military Guna and also on Instagram at military.guna. Once you type in Military Guna, you will see the number come up. So let's get into the next game now. So that there was a good result. So that is the second window for the games. That was the second window for the games. Second window. Am I getting it right? No, this is the third window. Sorry, my bad. Oh yeah. It is the second window. I'm closing off. The third window only had 2 games, which was El Salvador and the USA. The next fixture against USA. And I do believe that this El Salvador game, we could have 100% gotten a point from this game, 3 points from this game. 100%. I believe we could have gotten 3 points from this game. I believe we could have gotten 3 points from this game. If we would have gotten 3 points, it would have put us in a very good position going off to face the USA team. It would have put us in a good position going to face the USA team. Let me see if there's any comment. Good. So so I do believe that this, as I said before, we could have gotten a better result. I think someone came off the bench, or goal was off the bench. What happened? What happened there? Okay, so this is it. Andre Gray was the goal scorer. Andre Gray scored a significant amount of game for us. This time we had Leon Bailey for this game. So we started off with Richard King, Adrian Mariappa, Damian Lowe around the defensive area. Hold on, let me see. Yes, it is the right game. We have Javian Brown at right wing back. We have Leon Bailey, Speedy Williams, Ravel Morris, and Greg Lee. Daniel, no, that can't be right. This can't be right. This definitely can't be right. I can't be right. Okay, I just found the people. I didn't know why they brought us to the last one. Let's get back to it now. I knew that what that was wrong, because I knew that wrong. Big up King Jab. I know it's wrong, man, because I wonder how we reach up and end up on that one. I want to girl. What the heck? How can I name that? Dog, if you know pictures and results off the top of your head, what kind of Reggae Boyz fan are you? No, man. Remember, I vote for games, you know, man. Vote for coverage, you know. No, the thing is that, remember, what happens is this. I don't know why. Or end up skip. I don't know if you guys realize that it skipped a while ago. Big up Ian Campbell. Massive respect. This is where we drop out of Qatar for me. That is why they're negative free football. We should be beating these teams home and away. I do believe so. We should have gotten 3 points from El Salvador. I 100% believe we should have gotten 3 points from El Salvador. 100%. No, this is the starting lineup. We also have Adrian Mariappa, Kemar Lawrence, Damian Lowe, O'Neal Fisher, Andre Blake in goal, Javon Watson, Anthony Grant in midfield. And we were saying, for this game, we were saying that we didn't need 2 central defensive midfielders. Never needed 2 central defensive midfielder, because it's not a case in which this team is actually better than us. Now, when you check it out, they had a little bit more possession than us, but not much. They had more shots on target, but guess what? We created more big chances than them. So we had a foothold in the game, but we didn't take that opportunity. As King Jav said, we were a bit too coward in going at them. We sit back for too long. We didn't put them under pressure. And that is how we just subdue to taking that 1 point. We just subdue in taking that 1 point. And I do believe that's not nice. We have given them so much points throughout the entirety of that campaign. And honestly, we could have done a lot better. We had a good attacking lineup. We have Kemar Roof, we have Bobby Reef, we have Leon Bailey, and also Sherman Nicholson. That there is a very good attacking lineup. This was another game that I believe that Mikel Antonio coming off the bench and getting that goal. This was the game when Mikel Antonio drive at the defense, when he got the ball over close to the half line, and he took on the defenders and went and chipped the goalkeeper. That's what happened in this game, and that is how we secured that point. And we could have gotten a few more goals. I think Bobby Reed threw away a chance as well. Who else? I think Kemar Roof also got a chance. So the opportunities were there. Definitely, 100%. The opportunities were there. We didn't take them. But we did have some quality players in the starting lineup at that point in time. So I believe we should have gotten 3 points from that, but we didn't. Now let's move to the final game for this round, which should have been USA versus Jamaica. We're at Jamaica in National Stadium. When we got the opportunity to kill USA, we got the opportunity to defeat this team, beat them up, and we didn't do so. We didn't do so. We got the opportunities, but as you know, another game that we sit back and try to defend the entirety of the game. Mikel Antonio had to take things up in his own hands and hit a screamer. So it was Jamaica 1, USA 1. Their goal was scored by Timothy Way, And our goal was scored by Mikel Antonio. Now, still look at the starting lineup. We have Damian Lowe, Liam Moore, Kemar Tax Lawrence, Javian Browns, Petey Williams, Lamar Walker, Javon Watson. Javon Watson has featured a lot throughout this campaign. Anthony Grant was on the bench. We still ask question, why was Anthony Grant on the bench? Greg Lay came on early for Taxi. I thought this was when Taxi picked up an injury. Greg Lay came on, and he did came on and put in a very, very good performance. Ravel Marson was on the bench. So for the last 3 games, or 4 games, Ravel Marson was on the bench. Was the last 3 games? Yes, Ravel Marson was on the bench. For what reason? I don't know. Sherman Nicholson didn't get any opportunity. Junior Flemings came off the bench as well. We had 5 changes. We didn't utilize them as best as possible. As you know, I was at that game. I did some coverage. No, I was not the game. I was at because they didn't have fans at that point in time. Did they have fans? I think so. I think they had fans. Yeah. I was at the training session and the coverage of the training session. Teddy Lee said we lost 4 points against El Salvador, 6 points against Panama. Well, it's tough to say that because the 3-0 that Panama gave us, we deserve that 3-0. Bro said we not go relieve no traumatic events, you know. We're just closing off. Remember that any trauma happens in your life, you have to discuss it and get past it before you can move on. We're now moving on. King John said we actually did win the USA game unofficially. Best game for 2021. Yeah, remember that Damian Lowe scored the header. Was it that game? Wasn't it that game that Damian Lowe scored the header? Remind me, people, wasn't it that game that Damian Lowe scored the header and we didn't get it? Ted Lee said Costa Rica coach is very defensive like Tapa. True. Actually said at least we got the best goal of the tournament. The Mikel Antonio screamer. People, remind me if the USA game was the game that Damian Lowe scored the header and there was no VAR and the referee kind of just bite us in the neck like vampires, like vultures. Yes, it was that game. Costa Rica coach is smart. His weakness to his strength. Exactly. So let's say we had gotten that 3 points. So I'm writing on that 3 points. Even though it was just 1, I'm writing on 3 points. I'm going to accumulate all these points, people. I'm going to accumulate all these points that we could have gotten. I'm going to accumulate all these points that we have gotten. So we're going to close out that game. Damian Lowe scored the winner. We didn't get it. So I believe that was Tapa's Whitmore's last game in charge of the Reggae Boyz. Tapa Whitmore last game in charge of the Reggae Boyz. And let's look at the results for Tapa. Out of 8 games, I think it's 8 games. Let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 draws, 3 draw, 4 draw. 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 draw. That's 4 points. We draw against USA. We draw against El Salvador. We draw against Canada. We draw against Costa Rica. So that's 4 points. That's 4 points. We won Honduras. That's 1 win. 4 draw. 1 win, 4 draw. And how much loss? 1, 2, 3 losses. Wow. 1 win, 4 draw. So that's 7 points. So we amassed 7 points on the Tapa in 8 games. Ooh. Teddy Lee said we got 7 points in 8 games. So 7 points out of a possible 24. Is that a passing mark? Is that a passing mark? What's the average of that? I don't know. I don't know, honestly. But that's not a that is not a passing mark. That is definitely not a passing mark in my book. Could be in someone else's book, but it's not a passing mark. So we have 7 points out of possible 24. Let's look at now the last games that are coming up. I won't include the Peru game. This Peru game was Paul Hall's first game from minute 1. We definitely saw changes from that Peru game, but we won't discuss that Peru game because we're discovering World Cup qualifiers. Let's go now. Paul Hall, first game in command. Now, this year now is a testament to where we have gone to. The first game under Paul Hall command was against Mexico. In Jamaica against Mexico. Remember the last time out, we were in good position to get a draw. Tapa Whitmore took off Anthony Grant, and then we conceded the goal in later stages, and we lost that game. Now, let's look at this game. What happened in this game? It says Jamaica 1, Mexico 2. Let's have a look at this game specifically. We're going to look at the starting line. Oh, why? We're going to look at the starting lineup. Let's have a look at the starting lineup. We had Andre Blake. We have Javian Brown at right back. We have Damien Lowe alongside Ethan Pinnock. We have Kemar Tax-Lawrence. We have Junior Flemings, Daniel Johnson, Speedy Williams in the holding position, Ravel Morrison, Lamar, Walker, and Mikel Antonio leading the line. Can anyone tell me what happened in this game? So much stuff happened in this game. Teddy said Paul had 4 points from 6 games, and that is good. That is over 50%. Well, no, that can't be. For 6 games at 18 points, we got 4 points out of 18. That's bad. Just as bad. That is just as bad. LOL. NVM said, LOL, Tapa never had a plan, Rasta. Just long ball. LOL, in what world is that called? Tactics. Possible? I don't know. Burb said, question, anywhere than the Portmore United player that went to Bavista in Portugal on trial, he's back into the country. He's not invited. I think he's back in the country now. He's playing for Portmore. I think he even was in the squad yesterday. But he's back in the country. Collins, his name is Collins. Still haunted by Alvas in the Mexico match. LOL nightmares. One thing happens in this game. Alvas came on the field. Yes, so this is the game that my favorite Ryan LFC moment, crying about Alvas coming on to the dash of the game. All right, so we're having a good game. Now remember that Damien Lowe red card as well. Big factor in that game. Damien Lowe red card was also a big factor in that game. And at that point in time, I believe that we were 1-0. No, we weren't up. Damien Lowe got the red card on the 45 minute. Poor challenge. Way too rash. Poor. Just really outrageous and poor. We got a goal in the second half. Early as we started off second half quite good. Getting a goal in the 58th minute by Daniel Johnson. Lovely goal from a set piece. Daniel Johnson, who assisted it as well? No, it came out of the edge of the 18 and he whips it hard and low. Something that we saw him do in the training session even the day 2 days before when he was in Jamaica. Now, things started to look good. We were playing some good football. We went straight down onto the 80th minute of the game. Leading 1-0, down to 10 man. Leading 1-0, down to 10 man. Guess what happened? Javian Brown got an injury. Alvas Paul came on the 80th minute. Alvas Paul came on the 80th minute. Alvas Paul came on the 80th minute. And I can clearly, even now I can remember the commentator saying that Alvas Paul is a liability defensively. I can remember 100% when he was coming on, the commentator saying that Alvas Paul is a liability defensively. Maybe I'm the only one who heard it. I'm not sure if anyone heard it, but I did hear the commentator said it. And on the 81st minute, in the back of the net, the ball goes. Alvas Paul turned inside out, not zoning his player. Ball watching, ball inside the back in the dangerous zone. Henry Martin, as early as possible, header in the back post, goal 1-1 to Mexico. And Mexico said, wow, that was easy. First of all, Javian Brown, Ethan Pinnock, they didn't let one header fall to the ground. Not one cross was won by an opponent. They won everything. Ethan Pinnock and Javian Brown, they won all the aerial battles. Guess what? Javian Brown came off. Came on Alvas Paul. Weak defensively. Turning point of the game. Mexico got back their goal. And boom. 1-1 to Mexico. Guess what? Same side. Switch of play. Back post. Around where Alvas Paul is. Alvas Paul not close enough to his man. Our man beat him and went to near post, beating Andre Blake. And that goes the game out through the window. For me, I'm gonna let's say that we got the 3 points for that. Let's say we got the 3 points for that. So I'm gonna tally up that as well. Teddy Lee said Leon Bailey only played 3 World Cup games for us. That's poor. That's poor. Actually said I swear we scored more goals than with Paul Hall. Did we? Did we really? Let's see. Oh, we only played 2 games and didn't score under Paul Hall. That was the Costa Rica game and the Canada game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So only Costa Rica and Canada game. So we played 2 games where we didn't score a goal. We conceded 2, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12. We conceded 12 goals. We scored 2, 3, 5, 6. So that's how that. So let's move on from that. That's what happened in the Mexico game. Alvas Paul came on, and it went turmoil from that. Here now we have Jamaica versus Panama. Panama 3, Jamaica 2. Good matchup. Really, really good matchup. Remember the first time Panama slapped us 3? Guess what? Jamaica decided that, hey, we weren't going to lie down and let you guys beat us like that again. In goal, Andre Blake, Kemar Lawrence, Ethan Pinnock, Adrian Mariappa, Javier Brown, Damien Lowe, and red card, so there was no Damien Lowe. Speedy Williams in as Olin, Horberg, Daniel Johnson, Ravel Morrison, Bobby Reed, Mikel Antonio. I think Mikel Antonio's second goal for the Reggae Boyz this time out. I don't even remember what kind of goal he scored. So we had Kevin Stewart in this game as well. Lamar Walker came on, Andre Gray came on. Good all play by Andre Gray. Andre Gray coming on and score as well. Junior Flemings came on as well. So this game, I do believe that this was a good game of football. I can't say that we deserve to win this game. This game was definitely a good game of football. King Jab said the results were just as bad. However, everyone can clearly see an improvement and a vision of hope with Paul Hall style. True. Actually said Ryan, favorite Reggae Boy, King Alvas. NVM said Alvas drop a masterclass from Mexico that match. Actually said Alvas came on and put in a good shift for Mexico. True, man of the match performance. Burb said, oh, military, I have to ask you, because you is a JPL analyst on YouTube, So are Bavisa seriously interested in him, or them give him a trial? Yes, they are seriously interested in him. He will be going back. It seems at this moment he will be going back. Kevin Bailey said, see him so him say. Burb says, Alva saw like Elsha Beach. Robert Smith said, yes, the commentator said that. So I'm not the only one who heard it. Burp again, Alva's dash the campaign between him and Fisher. Can't defend Fisher if he play winger. I remember Fisher scored a goal for us as well, so you have to give credit to that. I'm telling you, said we conceded more goal under Paul Hall. I believe we played a lot more open because we are trying to score. We are trying to score, that's why. As soon as we solidify the defense, I do think we're going to concede less. Actually, we score more goals with Paul Hall at the helm. NVM said, what's up with Flemmer? Flemmer made the bench the other day, so that's a positive. That's definitely a positive for Flemings. Big up Wayne Swire. People, guys, I'm begging you people, please smash the like button, please. Guys, there's only a few likes on the like button. And I'm asking you guys, please do so. Please smash the like button, people. Please, I'm asking you guys, smash the like button. Would really appreciate it if you guys do so. Actually said we conceded more goals because we didn't drop back like we were clowns. We were scared of those teams. All right, so let me get back to you now. So this Panama game, I do believe it was a good game of football, and definitely we didn't get 3 points, but we played some good football. We did play some good football. We did play some attacking football. We went toe-to-toe with Panama. We didn't back down. And also, let's remember that I think this was a game that Bobby Reed got a goal. I got something. Was it this game that Bobby Reed got the goal line goal? Or was that the USA game? I'm not sure. But this game, we created 2 big chances and we also scored 2 goals. So that's quite good. Even though Panama had a lot more possession, we went toe-to-toe with Panama and we tried to get a result at Panama. And we also have to remember that that Panama team is actually playing some good football. So the next game for this round of fixtures was Jamaica versus Costa Rica. That was at home. Jamaica 0, Costa Rica 1. Costa Rica, who right now is playing a lot of good football. Richard King got man of the match for this one. A tremendous performance from the young Jamaican defender. Tremendous performance. Wow, the comment section moved mad. A Burp said, all right, my boss, love it. Get out some young baller out in the Europe and not just pre-condition their minds to playing in England only. Hope them get contract in Portugal. Yeah, that's true. I don't know why people believe that if you're not playing in England, you're not playing any football. England is not the only place that is playing football right now. There's so much other leagues out there right now. Actually said we scored 3 goals. USA game, shame head. Okay, yeah, that was the USA game. NVM said USA Bobby clapped the ball over Nannyville. Right off the goal line, right? On the goal line. King Job said Bobby Reed miss was USA. That what a sight to behold that was. Yeah, definitely. Getting some messages. All right, so Jamaica versus Costa Rica. What went wrong in this game? Could you say it was Costa Rica was just a better team? They outshot us. They outpossess us. They created more big chance. I would say that I can't remember any specifics about this game in particular to say that we really deserve a point here. I do believe that this Costa Rica team came here, played some good football, and they dominated us. We can't really clearly say that anything of them. So I do believe that is 0 points on behalf of the Costa Rican game. I believe so. And that would conclude the 4th round of fixtures. Now the 5th and last, which was what we just completed, we're going over to that right now, which is a lot more fresher in the minds of the Reggae Boy fans. A lot more fresher in the mind of the Reggae Boy fans. So we started off with El Salvador. That's how we started off this campaign. El Salvador. So we played El Salvador at home. Jamaica 1, El Salvador 1. And definitely, I would say that we are not a lucky team. This game, we should have 100% gotten 3 points. I believe we should have gotten 3 points from this game. We played really good in this game. We outpossessed them. We outshot them. We created so much big chance in this game. This game is a game that we should have 100% scored. Paul Hall came out in his interview and said that football is a game of chances. If you don't take your chances, you will pay for that. I believe that this game is on the back of the players. Right substitution was made. We dominated the game. We had more shots on target. We had a lot more possession. Let me look at the stats. Let's have a look at the stats. This one of the game that we made so much passes. We have 17 shots. 17 shots we had in this game. We had 51% possession. They had 49. They had 7 shots. They had 3 shots on target. And 4 off target. We have 17 shots. We have 5 on target, 5 off target, and 7 block shots. We had 7 corners, 3 offsides. Let's see what else. We created 3 big chances, only scoring 1 goal. That's poor. We also hit the woodwork once. I can't remember. Give me a second, people. All right, sorry about that, people. I got a phone call. Okay, so it's Ravel who the post. Yeah, so we this was definitely Burp said, "Missy and me with pictures of Bobby saying Bobby was wanted, and man them put a picture of Bobby Sweetie saying Bobby will get." Okay. We all possessed Costa Rica. Yeah, we definitely dominated them. This is one of the games that we can clearly say that we played a lot better in this game. Actually said I think we dominated them. Yes, we did. Costa Rica game was a turning point. I love that game. We controlled it for an entire 90. We saw the Reggae Boyz playing 90 minutes of football in that game, 100%. Actually said we should have won by 5 goals. Burb said Bobby needs to go and cool out for the time being. Performance after then giving COVID, I've been lacking in Jamaica, Jersey. King Jab said El Salvador at home should have been 3 points, not matter. What the coach we used or what era we created so many chances was not even funny. Sure. I think that one boils down to the players. That one really boils down to the player. Ravel hit the post. So speaking of Ravel, I go see if Derby, man them on fire. Yeah, he will. At this point in time, I really don't want Derby to go down. I just want Ravel to keep continuous on that same part that he's on right now. So I believe we should have gotten 3 points from that game. So let's move on to the next game now, where we traveled to Canada. What much can we say about this game? To this Canada team, Adrian Mariappa has been a key figure throughout the entirety of this campaign. Adrian Mariappa has been a key figure throughout the entirety of this campaign because he's still here. What can we say about this game? Starting lineup: Richard King, Adrian Mariappa, Greg Lay, Ricardo Thomas, Ravel Morrison, Speedy Williams, Javian Brown, Atta Fry Bygrave, Daniel Grimm, Nicholas Nelson. And we got 4. A lot of the local contingent players starting in this game. We understand the reason. Many players didn't turn up. We had to use what was available to us, and that was the result. But in the same sense, we got thumped. We basically got thumped in the right eye by Canada. But guess what? We were fighting. We were still fighting. We got a heavy punch in our right eye, but we're still fighting. We didn't curl up in our corner and went away like some wuss. We stand up. We fought off the bully, in which was Canada, even though they were battering us. And we fought toe to toe with Canada. That's pretty much a good sign, I believe. NVM said the man is in form. From I know where in my plant upon that farm, because we want him to feed Gray and Bygrave some of it. Actually said, I'm glad we didn't show any fear. 100%. NVM said, have the man them who never yet see snow in them life are playing a snow, a sabotage. We did desire to lose. True. Teddy said, LOL Gula is a really Paul Hall fan. No, Teddy Lee, it's not a matter of Paul Hall fan, but there's a lot of factors in it. You have to look at other aspects now. But you will call in and I will explain things to you. It's not a matter of Paul Hall fan. It's a matter of seeing progress and acknowledging progress. You won't win everything. Like for example, Arsenal got defeated yesterday by Crystal Palace. And so much people are crying and making a bundle of them. And I'm saying, do you really expect the team to win every single game despite the opponent? No, you have to be realistic. There will be games that you will lose. That is just football. Canada lost to Panama. Who did Canada lose to? No, USA lost to Costa Rica. Is it Costa Rica? Didn't USA lost to Costa Rica? Let me check. And many people would say that shouldn't be the case. But that is just football. That is football. Once you're real, you have to be realistic. That is football. You won't win everything. Even if we started our best team, I think we would have still lost a game. Jeremy Mitchell said we were destined to lose in Canada. Actually said, I mean, we would lose anyway. Either it doesn't matter who started. Actually said, the USA team even lost to us. Yeah, well, technically, but not on the scoreline. NVM said, I saw it go. Canada have a vaccination protocol, and every man could have traveled. So I did have a pick. Where could we get picked? Yeah. Thought the weather played a role in the Canada game. I believe so as well. Jeremy Mitchell said you could definitely see the guys trying not, but for some reason, the ball was not moving. Even for pace, they were not that faster than us. Well, when they were in Jamaica, we were quicker than them. People who went to the game told me that the pitch was quite poor. There was a lot of lumps and patches on the pitch. But that shouldn't be a case because in Jamaica we're used to that. But I think the weather condition has a lot to do with it, and also quality. Two things. They had better quality. Canada had better quality players than us on the pitch. And also the weather. Canada players are more... those players are quite used to the weather as well. So those are the two factors which went against us. And we got thump in our eyes. Let's see. Canada. Let me write that down. Canada 4. Jamaica 0. So that's 0 points. Without a doubt, we can't understate that one at all. That's 0 points. And there's not much to say about that. We got really, really beat in that game. We really got beat in that game. So let's go to the final game, which was Jamaica versus Honduras. The only thing that we won in the campaign so far is Honduras, as they are the only thing that we have defeated in this campaign. So that, and I believe that said a lot. Ravel Marston, definitely one of the man of the match. Also, Leon Bailey. Tremendous performance from Ravel Marston and Leon Bailey in this game. And both of them walked away with a goal each. I was at this game. Happy to say that I was at this game. I really enjoyed it. What would I say now? Good performance. Paul Hall, first win with the Reggae Boyz. Let me write this down. Jamaica. And I believe that goal we conceded was just a sloppy one. I believe it was just a sloppy one. I honestly believe that it was just totally a sloppy goal. And we could have 100% done a lot better. But that is just football. I think that is just football. Jeremy Mitchell said they beat us to every ball, and I don't think that they would have done that in a better condition. True. NDM said the Honduras game will forever be the game. Ravel showed that he isn't just class, but a whole school. Pure class. Ravel did not in zone. Yeah, he was. And he was enjoying the game. You can see the players laughing, smiling on the pitch, enjoying their football. I like that. I really like that. And when you're at the stadium, people watching on the TV can feel the energy through the TV. When you're at the stadium, you can feel the energy from the players. Burb said when Canada game came here, Fisher put Alphonso Davis in his pocket. Davis have Fisher boy him up in the national stadium. That turned bad. That really bad. All right, so let me see. Let's see how much points you amass. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, 21, 22. How much points is it that they finished? 20 points. Let's see the fourth place. Oh my word! Would be close. We would have been close. So what I just did, people, I just check some of the games that we could have gotten 3 points from and didn't get the 3 points, and we only amassed 22 points. Let me see which game we could have. Let me see which one of the game that I'm messing up with now. You see, Canada got 1 point there. Honduras, yeah. Salvador 3. Which of the teams? Let's see. I think we could have gotten an extra 3 points if we have gotten something over Costa Rica, but we were totally dominated in that game. Oh, the Panama game. So there were possible places in which we could have gotten an extra point. So I must say, if some of let me tell you which game we got. I put 3 points. The El Salvador game in which we were dominant. The Mexico game that we threw away, that Alvas Paul threw away. The Jamaica USA game that we got the goal and it was not granted onto us. The Damien Lowe header. Which other one now? Let's see. We defeated yes. So all the other games. Mexico game, that would be 1 point from Mexico. Costa Rica, we could have gotten 3 points from Costa Rica as well. But I highlighted some of the games that we could have gotten some points from, some added points from, and we could have finished this campaign with 25 points, people. And I do think that would have put us in 4th position. That 25 points could have put us in 4th position because we would have scored a significant amount of goals. That 25 points would have put us in 4th position. It's sad. We lost too much games. We only won 2 of them. Costa Rica won 7 games. All you had to do is just win and won like 5 more games. Well, that's a lot. And we still drew a lot. It was poor. Jeremy Mitchell said, team not playing bad, just need a little more fighting. Just fight in the guys, and our CDM or 2 is needed. Midfield still loses, and I think better possession, high pressing system will capitalize on that. True, agree. Lindell said, military, did you know that Ravel suffers from ADHD? Yes, I do. Fata Dan said, records, big up. If Tapa did put on another centre back in Mexico, we could have picked up a valid point, which could have been turning point in our campaign. Richard King was the substitute. Richard King is was a centre back to bring on. You're speaking about the game with Anthony Grant when he took off Anthony Grant in the latter stage of the game, and then we just conceded, just capitulated after that. Then now the next game where we were leading, many people said it would have been Adrian Mariappa because he could play right back. With 25 points, going a lot of top teams wouldn't be on 25 points now as it stands. True, because I gave us a win against USA, which would have been 3 points away from USA. Because remember that the Damien Lowe goal. Which are the 3 points I gave us? El Salvador. Well, we were already ahead of El Salvador, so that wouldn't be a problem. The Mexico. I gave us 3 points against Mexico. The Mexico, which was the game that Alvas Paul came on and just did the Alvas Paul thing. So that's what I did. So people, let me drop the calling number. Ted Lee was asking for the calling number. So that's the calling number, people. So we cover everything. I dropped the link. I'm going on up until the next 15 minutes. I'm closing off in the next 15 minutes. We should have beaten, Lindell said we should have beaten Canada at home. I think so. Ted Lee said Javian Brown came on. 18 points could have gotten us 4th place. 18 points. I think I would say 21. I would push it a little bit about 20-21. Because the amount of points in that Canada amassed and all the situates now. We should have beaten Canada. Burb said Alvas was just out of there. Alvas in. All right, so we have, I assume that this is steadily. Big up. What go on? Yeah, me you say me a Paul Hall fanboy.
Yeah, what we say a big Paul, what we say a Arsenal man for real, pretty football. It don't matter if you lose. We still like pretty football still, you know?
Yeah,
We all like it, but we have to have a good defense and good midfield still, you know?
But remember, you know, football going, you know, if you not start from somewhere, you know, you're not gonna reach nowhere, you know.
Yeah.
So if you want to play better football, right, you have to start from somewhere. I'm gonna ask you a question. So the three last games.
Costa Rica don't play pretty football right now. Based on what we do to Costa Rica, we used to. They want to play with them strong defense.
But them play better than how we play. Them play more attacking football.
Yeah, but what I say, because I say you and other fans is like, once you play pretty, and if we lose, you're not bad.
No, all right. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
How much years now you watch Jamaica play and when I sit back and defend?
John Barnes will see attacking football.
And John Barnes get good results, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now I ask you a question. Right across you and the entirety of the football world, more you tell me the best team in the world and how them play.
The best team them know them sell them there. The best teams them, you know?
Them play attacking football.
Yeah, some of them play this about attacking here.
All right. The thing about attacking football is this, you know. It's when you have the ball, your opponent can't hurt you. When you attack the opponent, them can't hurt you. Unless them have the ball. Or turnover create. That is the only way. That is the only way.
We can't play attacking, so we have to play attacking football, but we don't even see them because you must have balance there. Even though we like play with see them, that don't make no sense, you know.
So because you don't see them, we're going to sit back and defend.
No man, not sit back and defend. We have to play with a stadium.
Yeah, that's my problem. That was my problem.
So some of the games will get 4-0 and them game, maybe if we have one stadium, even if we play now, even for Anthony Grant, at least maybe we would have a strong midfield, you know?
Yeah. And would have a stronger chance of winning the game without conceding or even not conceding that much.
Yeah. Alright, so with the World Cup qualifiers now, here I believe if we win 4 at home and draw 3 at home, that will have how much points at? 15 points at, that's all.
Yes, 15 points at.
So the 4 of them now be Honduras, El Salvador, Panama, and
the 4 of them at home. Let me see. Let me see.
Costa Rica, yeah.
Panama, Honduras, Costa Rica, El Salvador, yeah. Panama, Honduras, Costa Rica, El Salvador.
Yeah, let's say we get a draw against. We get a draw against Canada, get a draw against US.
But look at it, we could have gotten a win against Canada at home.
Yeah, man, but what I say, we just leave out that. We put them as a top team there.
Okay. Take them out there. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So if we get a point against Canada, to me, that is okay, you know? Get a point against US, that's okay. We shall get a point against Mexico. At home, so, you know. But what we say, we shall do a job. We do a job against Honduras, so we get a win. El Salvador shall get a win against El Salvador. We shall Costa Rica, we shall beat Costa Rica. And we shall that team now. Panama, even though we get outplayed, but planning like if top of them they have a good plan, we shall beat Panama at home.
Yeah, true. The 3-0 get was atrocious.
Yeah.
Very much atrocious.
So everything they go right, and Bill never get injured. If we get the right players, etc.
Yeah.
Could you win them 4 games against a weak team there?
We're in a better position.
Against the 3, we're in a better position. No, El Salvador in El Salvador shall win that game. We do a good job against Honduras. That wouldn't be much points on the road if we didn't do a job. So 6 points on the road.
Yes, 6 points on the road.
Yeah.
So that so much points that would have massed. Eh?
Alright, if we get 15 points at home
and 6 points on the road.
6 points on the road. No,
21 points that we're gone.
I will get to me the draw against Costa Rica. That was a bonus point. Because if you look on the history, we're not even a Costa Rica people.
Yeah. By history. But when you look on our player, it showed that we could. The game we lose 1-0 to Costa Rica. They totally dominated us. That game there.
Yeah.
But we'll play El Salvador. The two games now play El Salvador now. The two time we play El Salvador to beat them, you know.
We lost 6 points against El Salvador.
Yes.
El Salvador home and away.
Alright, so Kika, look on it. So from El Salvador and Honduras alone, that's at 12 points you shouldn't have.
12 points, sir.
Just El Salvador and Honduras alone. So Costa Rica, we can get one. So we can get one.
4 points. Let's not get 4. Yeah.
No, then better win.
And
a win. No, so we lose and a win. So at 3 points. That.
Yeah.
So that at 15 points.
Yeah.
15 points. We draw 2 with Panama. So we draw 2 with Panama. So that at 17 points. The Canada our home game win that and lose the away one. So that how much? 18 points. That?
No, we're not calling a win against Canada, man. We just said draw against Canada.
Draw against Canada.
Draw, yeah.
So that at
and draw against US. Just call
no. Remember the game. In fact, in actuality, the goal and take from Damian Lowe should have been a win. Yeah. So we can use that as a win.
Should have. When we are saying we have to be US according to history, you know.
Yeah, no, but
so if you get the point, when I say we are planning from the beginning of the campaign, I say, if you get a point again, US at 2, that should be okay, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah.
If we go US and lose, more to say we you know. If we get a point now, US that should be okay too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But we can beat US in Jamaica still. But we are say, looking back, US was one of the top teams. Mexico one of the top teams.
Canada.
I know Canada.
Yeah.
So if we didn't even, you know, maybe get beaten by them team that all of the games, we still could have qualified by beating the bottom 3.
Yeah, the lower tier team then.
The lower teams, you know, Costa Rica would go 25 points based on what we say.
No, they wouldn't go so far.
Yeah, so to me, at least 21 points could have qualified. You know.
So are we feel it? Are we mess it up, man? 100% are we mess it up.
Everything they go right when we COVID. If the Leon Bailey never. If you notice the games when Leon Bailey and Ravel play together, you notice what happened.
Different class, man.
Yes. So
then I'm glad we have Tapa Sakin.
Huh?
Then I'm glad that we still have Tapa Sakin.
Yeah, and if we have one of the like Ethan Pinna, we can get one of the players due to either clubs this year or some of them they come. COVID, you know, COVID man shot the first game against Mexico.
Yeah. So man, you couldn't travel.
Yeah, so they couldn't travel today. So
we have whole factors.
Costa Rica, maybe if one of our players could travel to Costa Rica, maybe we would get 3 points instead of 1 draw. Because Ethan Pinna, them goal, maybe we would concede no goal and them things.
They look a full goal we concede, man.
Yeah, so I mean, I say like some things go bad against you. Otherwise, from the coaching, the players don't have to get blamed too. The administration, blame have to go
everywhere. Yeah, man.
But looking for the future, Paul, you might need to get a CDM though.
Yeah, man. It looks like him more use Kevin Stewart.
Yeah, but like, so Louis Baker, how go on with Louis Baker?
I don't know what go on it, you know. I have to say, I can chat to and so the man them want make the moves.
The type of system of Paul Louis Baker, the best man that fit.
It's all the system.
Yeah, because I'm a central midfielder, but him can tackle to him as
yeah.
True. So that be the perfect man to basically stay back and, you know. So if him and Ravel left side to side, I tell you that a midfielder now, man. You know.
Oh, you use him as a double pivot.
Yeah, my partner, 5-3. Wow, I'm going 3-5-2. Hello?
Yeah, man, I hear, man. 3-5-2. 3-4-3. 3-4-3. 3-4-3.
Yeah. But think of 4-3-3 for star use. I think wingers.
He might go to it, you know. Yeah,
look, the experiment with this 3.
No, but no, look on the last 3 games I played. All them in the second half, you go to a 4 at the back. And push Richard King in the central zone as the CDM. Yeah, man, indeed.
I wonder if you look at Richard King as a future CDM.
I don't know, but I have one coach Bridge, you know, they say the same thing. Say that him that use King to do.
Because like you not trust Owell, you look like you not trust Anthony Grant, him not trust like you not trust Kevin Stewart. Although maybe a Kevin Stewart never come, but in the name Kevin Stewart and the squad.
Yeah, and I don't know. So
yeah, so, but But we could see if our next caller call in and we saw our grab. I say if everything they go right, if everything they go right.
We could have amassed them amount of points. So.
But the Nation League draw will get, boy, hopefully we'll come second. Goal, at least we'll go Gold Cup.
All right. So this actually not. This is the last World Cup qualifiers stream what me I do, you know. So close. You know, so when you have a trial, man, you have to close off. You have to discuss it and say what go wrong, how could I fix. So we'll close off the trial now with this. This is the last stream. We'll move on now to the female team and also the Nation League. So, but big up, you know, big up the call near.
Big up,
yeah, man. Bless up. All right, people. So, definitely, people, make sure to follow me and the socials them. You have to get the fastest update them. Get the fastest update them from the socials. All right, so people, we cover everything. We cover all our details and we cover everything. All our team from the first game, go straight back. We cover. What else? So first of all, let me finish off with this. Many people said that Tapa Whitmore shouldn't be sacked. Now the middle of the campaign, at the end of the day, we have seen it happen so many times. People get sacked in the middle of the campaign. I'm with John Barnes, Schaefer. What about people happen to? But a part of the game, that's a say football thing set up. Many people believe that Tapa Whitmore could have brought us glory. But there was no evidence of that. Actually, there was definitely no evidence of that to say that would have happened. We could assume. Just the same as though we are now assuming our accumulated points of that sort. But there was no evidence of that. What else should I say? So we're closing up the World Cup Qualifiers campaign. It is out of the door, done and gone. We're now preparing for the next 4 years. In life, we have Nation League coming up. We have the Under 20 team coming up as well. So we have a lot more football to cover. The Nation League will be important. We'll be keeping eyes on all the Reggae Boy players to see how imperative their form is going into the Nation League, and which one of these players are due worthy a call up to the squad. So we'll be keeping a track of them, giving you guys regular updates on these players and see how well these players are doing. So, people, thank you very much for coming out. Everyone in the comment section, really, really appreciate it. It's now 8 o'clock. I started off the stream from about 6:30, I believe. So I've been here a long while. Thank you very much, people, for turning out. Really, really appreciate it. Guys, please remember to smash the like button. If you like the show, hit the subscribe button. But please don't. If you don't hit the subscribe button, I would really, really implore you guys to hit the like button. I would wish if this video would have actually reached over 100 likes. I wish. But guess what? If so be it. Massive respect. Big up, people, and I'll see you guys again. Until next time, Military Guna TV, people. Enjoy the rest of your night, people. We are out.